I can't believe Graham got invited to something on Spoon Island. A real masked ball. L'élection dangereuse.
You know that's French for bad date. No, it's only the foreign words that make it sound fancy, just like Cassadine.
If only Nicholas's grandmother had fired you after the party, we might have gotten in.
For what? See a bunch of people OD on glitz and glamour? Come on, who needs that?
I wouldn't mind. I've never been to a masked ball before. Kind of sounds like something out of a book in Murty's class.
School must be tough for you these days, huh? Sitting there, wondering if the guy teaching you love and English literature is the guy who grabbed you in the park that night.
I'm okay.
Look, we still haven't gone to the old neighborhood where Murty and his ex-wife used to live. I mean, if he treated her anything like he treated you, the neighbors have got to know. You can't hide something like that forever. I know. So if you want to follow it up...
More than ever. I'm not going to feel safe until I find the guy who raped me.
Elizabeth! Well, I'm sorry. I couldn't help overhearing, and I don't like what I hear. Looking for the man who attacked you?
Oh, yeah, we were thinking about it.
Elizabeth, that's not your job. You're children. What would you know about such things?
Not much less than the police do.
They are doing everything they can, I'm sure of that. Now, in the meantime, darling, you should be concentrating on more positive things. And lucky, if you are my granddaughter's friend, you should be helping her.
Finding the guy who attacked Elizabeth, that can be a positive thing, Mrs. Hardy.
Yeah, like when I went to the support group, a couple of the women...
If you
said...
think that you are helping Elizabeth by encouraging her in this morbid experience, you are dead wrong. In fact, I've been watching the two of you, and it seems to me that you are partly to blame for her.
Don't blame Lucky. He's doing just what I want.
It doesn't matter whose idea it is. It's going to stop immediately.
Graham, I know you think you're doing the right thing, but you're not. Trying to find the man who raped me is a very important step for me to take.
Why? Because a few angry strangers advocated? What's right for them, darling, is not necessarily right for us. For you. Are any of those women as young as you?
My age didn't matter to the man who raped me.
Well, you should start your homework now. And it's time for Lucky to go home.
We already finished our homework, Graham. Anything you want to know about the Treaty of Versailles? I'm your girl.
Aha. Well, it is getting late, and I'm sure that Lucky's father will be worrying about him.
And you're just trying to punish me for what you heard when you were snooping outside my door.
I was not snooping. I was looking for Gatsby.
I haven't seen him.
Well, he sometimes hides after a visit to the vet.
Shouldn't he hide before he goes to the vet?
Graham, come on. I said the stupid cat isn't here.
For heaven's sake, what's all the fuss about?
I just don't want you going through my things, okay?
You know perfectly well that I respect your privacy in this house. There's something more going on here, isn't there? There's some reason you don't want me to look under the bed? All right, Elizabeth. I'm waiting. I am not leaving this room until you explain to me why there is a mat and a blanket under your bed.
For emergencies.
What emergencies?
In case somebody decides to drop by.
Are you expecting a guest?
Expecting? No.
Ah, well, let's not split hairs. It seems to me, from the look of things, that this mat and blanket are currently in use.
They're mine, Mrs. Hardy.
And the clothes?
Yeah, they're mine, too.
It's not what you think.
Right now, I have no idea what to think.
Lucky's been sleeping on my floor, Graham. He's not living at home anymore, and he needed a place to stay.
How long has this been going on?
No, not long. Just a few weeks.
Weeks? Weeks? Well, what are the two of you thinking about? Does your father have any idea where you've been spending the night?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to dance around the subject. It's just that my father and I kind of had
An argument of some sort.
Look, I can't go into it. I just don't want to be his son anymore.
Well, Lucky, that really isn't something that you can choose. Whatever has happened between the two of you, you are still Luke Spencer's son.
No, I'm not. I'm the son of the man I thought my father was. You see, he doesn't exist. He never did. And nothing can fix that.
Lucky, you still haven't told me if your father, Luke, knows you've been staying here.
He knows I'm all right, Mrs. Hardy. He knows that I'm in school, and he knows I'm not coming back. If he knows where I've been staying, he didn't hear that from me.
Well, if he doesn't know, he will find out about it from me.
Graham, please don't make so much of this. I was just trying to return a favor. Lucky has been a best friend to me. I just wanted to give something back to him.
By being dishonest with me.
He was gonna leave Port Charles. Who knows where he'd be right now if I hadn't let him stay here.
Is that true?
Yeah.
You see, it's not like we didn't do anything really wrong. We didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, and nothing happened, Mrs. Hardy. Elizabeth gave me the floor. I stayed there every single night. I don't know if you're worried about that.
I'm sorry, but I just cannot condone two young people staying in a room alone together. Elizabeth, if you had just told me, I could have offered Lucky the guest room.
Yeah, and you would have called my dad, too. Now, maybe if I could have explained to you that I needed some place to stay he didn't know about, you would have understood. But see, I couldn't. And I still can't.
I really cannot believe that the two of you pulled this off. For weeks. How did you get in and out of the house without me knowing?
Well, we came through the window there when everyone was asleep.
Lucky, if you'd go downstairs now, you are welcome to stay one last night in the guest room.
Thank you. It's very nice of you, knowing how you must feel right now, but I think I'm going to find someplace else to stay.
Are you sure you'll be all right?
Oh, yeah. I'm positive. Elizabeth, you okay?
This is so unfair.
Hey, come on, I had to move on sooner or later. I'll see you at school, okay? Elizabeth was right, Mrs. Hardy. We didn't hurt anybody. So please don't make her feel bad. Don't make her feel like she did anything wrong. Because if anybody screwed up here, it was me. And I'm sorry.
And so am I, Lucky.
How could you just send him away like that?
He cannot stay here, Elizabeth. You know that.
Oh, all I know is that he has helped me so much.
Helped you? I see no sign of that.
Oh, you saw it. You just didn't like what you were seeing. Lucky never wanted me to forget what happened to me. He never made me feel bad about feeling bad. He was never in a hurry for me to get better. And you know what? That is what is making me better. That night that he found me in the park, I was so ashamed. Now, I'm just angry. And not just at the guy who raped me. I am angry at everybody who made me feel dirty.